The groupers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Memphis Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Lewis to throw. Thanks to grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, then you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. Then you could tell they smelled the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Off play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play but just couldn't find anybody open.
Bucs quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field, and if you're this quarterback, you...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll try the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opens up at the 23-yard line. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Makes his man miss. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The groupers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A fair catch called for and made. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. On the option. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it.
Wide open spaces.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the groupers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to get it.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Groupers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will open from the 15. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding an escape route. Fakes him past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
But turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The groupers send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Using his feet. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll run it from the gun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Off play action. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He's loose. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Groupers have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that run.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Groupers will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The groupers in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Craig.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn. They try to think about getting upfield. They just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Unleashes one. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam, get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Give to the running back. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now the play fake. He fires a bullet to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but just many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
It's a running room. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Diego State had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans are psyched for hoop season, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
On the set.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Groupers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Groupers decide to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Gets the back moving. Lewis wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Tar now on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Lewis to throw. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. The give is to Smith. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point in the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Bottomford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Now adjusting. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time. Huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No fault.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The groupers headed quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Turns it loose. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to throw on third down. Extending the play. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The groupers have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Turning on the Jets. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. ancient cliche, go player no.